Something major has happened in this latest chapter of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex with the Jura and the Shinju. Specifically in relation to why this latest arc of Boruto has been centered around love and how that affects the development of the Shinju as villains. In order to understand how this theme of love is going to be impactful to the development of the Shinju, we need to understand what makes a good villain. A villain has to understand why he's doing something in order for it to even matter or hold any real value. This is what makes it worth it for a reader when a villain finally executes their plans. You get to see every part of the build-up act as a puzzle piece that comes together to create a masterpiece of character writing. This is why Jura's collecting information and trying to learn about the world around him and the people who inhabit it, which might also end up as his potential enemies. He's also trying to learn more about the concept of emotions, more especially the emotion of love, so that he'll have a clear idea of what he's going to do and the reader will have an even better understanding or appreciation of why he's doing it when the pieces of Jura's puzzle finally come together. That's when his whole character will be complete. That is when we are finally going to understand why Jura is against the emotion of love and why he views that emotion as a threat to the Shinju, which is what happened in the previous chapter as well as in the latest chapter of Boruto. We saw Konohamaru almost getting devoured by Matsuri simply because he couldn't return the love that she had for him. Konohamaru felt as though he is betraying Moegi by choosing to reciprocate the love that Matsuri has for him, even though it wasn't going to be out of genuine interest, as it was for the sake of his mission to get Matsuri to trust him, so that he can betray her and eliminate her in order to get to Matsuri's thorn soul. In the previous chapter, Jura was explaining that love is dangerous to the Shinju, and because of that fact, it is a new emotion that they need to fully understand and also overcome if they want to achieve their evolutionary objectives. It seemed as if Jura was concerned about something that was about to happen with Matsuri, and this emotion of love would have been at the center of it. Jura was proven right in this latest chapter when Matsuri hesitated to finish off Konohamaru. She hesitated because Konohamaru deceived her when he saw tears running down her face before she fully devoured him. Konohamaru told her that she's shedding tears because she's feeling sadness about having to devour someone that she's in love with, in an effort to make her believe that he's attempting to comfort her or to connect with her. Konohamaru remembered Shikamaru's words about taking advantage of Matsuri in her weakest moment. Konohamaru then saw the hesitation in Matsuri's face, which gave him an opportunity. Then he told her to hold hands with him. He told her that this is what people do when they are in love. She listened to him and reached out to hold hands with him, and this is where she fell for his trap and it was over for her. Immediately as she was holding Konohamaru's hands, she felt like they were warm and welcoming, only to discover that it was chakra rotating into two giant Rasengans. Talk about the ultimate betrayal. Or at least that's what it should have been. But before she was completely obliterated by Konohamaru's Rasengans, she said Konohamaru-chan to him while she was shedding tears. You could tell that it affected Konohamaru and he also hesitated, which led to him getting the Neji treatment. He was pierced with Matsuri's word-style jutsu and became critically injured, as everything was transpiring between Konohamaru and Matsuri. Jura was also seen shedding a tear. As for why he was shedding a tear, it might have been for a number of reasons, like maybe he was feeling Matsuri's pain as she was getting betrayed by the person she loved the most, because he is linked to the rest of the Shinju. It might also have been disappointment in how much emotions can make the Shinju become weak and susceptible to sneak attacks. This was Jura's words manifesting to show why he was right when he said love is dangerous to the Shinju and they need to overcome it no matter the cost. One other thing he mentioned was how much love has a tendency to make shinobi act in a foolish manner that makes them do dangerous things. He used Inojin charging at him for Himawari's sake as an example, that even though shinobi or humanity is aware that what they are doing is dangerous to them, they are still going to take action without properly thinking about what kind of harm is going to befall them. He sensed that Matsuri was having reservations as she was trying to devour Konohamaru. Those reservations were due to the fact that Matsuri was thinking about how much she wouldn't get to see Konohamaru again if she decided to devour him. That hesitation or that action was Matsuri doing something foolish because she was in love with Konohamaru, which was sending major warnings to Jura and the other Shinju's instincts. What happened to Matsuri and Konohamaru in this latest chapter is why Jura wants to make sure that they overcome the emotion of love before something happens to another Shinju, especially considering that Hidari's target is Sarada Uchiha and Mamushi's target is Ada. Jura can't afford for that parental love that Sasuke had for Sarada to get in the way of Hidari consuming Sarada. Mamushi could also be susceptible to Ada's charm ability if he lets himself get overcome by the emotion of love. This current arc of Boruto has made love a central theme for the development of the Shinju as villains and also to raise the stakes for the shinobi, by either pushing them to awaken a new hidden strength or by becoming a major weakness for them. This arc is also a setup for when Jura finally makes his move and executes his plans, making it worth it for the reader to see the final outcome of Jura's development, giving us the ultimate payoff for the build-up that was done in this arc centered around the emotion of love. We might not understand everything during the build-up phase, such as this arc for an example, but the pieces of the puzzle are slowly coming together and creating that much needed depth to Jura and the Shinju as villains. That is going to make us more interested and invested in seeing them put their plans into motion. The same sort of way that the Naruto manga slowly built up Madara Uchiha, as well as that whole process of him getting Obito to turn his plan of activating the infinite Tsukiyomi into a reality, by putting all the pieces of the puzzle in place up until Madara Uchiha's reanimation. This made us all the more interested in Madara as a character, and also made us eager to see how he is going to achieve his objectives and whether or not things are going to go in his favor, showing us the importance of build-up and proper development to a character, as well as their motives. I genuinely think that this is what you are getting with Jura in these current chapters of Boruto. The payoff for all this build-up is going to be all that more satisfying, similar to what we are getting within this latest chapter and the next chapter of Boruto with Sarada's Mangekyo Sharingan reawakening and the unveiling of its powers. So let me know what y'all think about the events of this latest chapter of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex. Subscribe to the channel for more Boruto content and check out this video that explains why Sarada's Mangekyo Sharingan is special.